Once you have all three rods complete here, we want to now put an area for the candle to sit on top of these rods here. So we're going to start a 2D sketch and put it onto this level here. You can either do that by clicking on the side of this work plane or by clicking on one of these circles, because they're both at the same height. I'm just going to click on the work plane there. Now we want to draw some circles on the top of here, and the easiest way for us to do that is to project geometry of these circles. So we're going to click on that circle there. So having clicked on this button here, we're then going to click on each of these circles. Okay, that takes the circle from another place and puts it onto our sketch, as you can see we've done there. We are then going to put a circle. Now you could draw a circle, we want it to be 24 millimeters, by just clicking on the circle tool. Now you've projected geometry onto the center of that circle. We can click and bring that out, okay, and we want that to be 24 millimeters. You could do it that way, or if I just go back, a better way for us to do that is just to use the offset button, click on this and bring it out by 20 millimeters. So that's actually that should be 10. So I'm just going to dimension that back down to 10 millimeters because we're talking about radiuses here. So 10 millimeters. So 10 millimeters here, 10 millimeters here, plus the 4 of that makes 24. Okay, so we're going to do that offset. So click on the offset button, come out like that, and hit 10 millimeters on each one of these circles. Out it comes like that by 10. Then finish your sketch. Then you want to come in and extrude. Now click on the extrude button. You want to select the inside part and the outside part. Now your dimension, it will probably start at 10 millimeters. It's mine doing it by 3 because I've just done something else by 3, but it may automatically extrude it by 10. So yours might look something more like that, where we want to select it down to about 2, and you change the dimension at the end once you've selected all of these areas. Now it's very important that you click on the new solid button. That means it is a new type of material. It is different to the rods which are below. So we've done that. You can then come to the edge of this work plane, right click and turn off the visibility. Next we want to put a new sketch, start a new sketch onto the tops of those circles. I'm just going to zoom all to bring it all in a line. We're going to project geometry the outside of those circles again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's with this button here. And then we are going to just offset this by 2 millimeters. Okay, and that will give us an inside ring of 20 millimeters. Okay, so I've just offset each of those circles by 2. If you wanted to check one of these in the circles, the dimension, you could click on dimension tool and then just click on that in a circle, and you can see it's 20 millimeters as I wanted. If you do end up clicking, it will give you a warning that you need to accept because we've already dimensioned it. We're dimensioning it again, so it has to be 20. So yes, we accept that. Finish your sketch, and then you want to extrude just the outside circles here, and you'll want to extrude those by either, well, I've said they're acrylics, so they're going to be 3 or 5. That's the width that we have them in. We're going to say 3 millimeters. And importantly, again, they are a different material to the one underneath. If I fail to click new solid, look what happens. It considers it all one material. If you do forget to do that, just come back to your extrusion, double click on the icon. We're back to where we were just a minute ago. Then click on new solid, and you will see that's how we want it to be. 2 separate materials. And there we have finished the part. We're just going to right click on the edge of this work plane and turn off that visibility. It's always important, I think, to make sure that you've got your front correct. That looks fine to me, or we may have it round this way. Okay, they all look slightly off. And then, so we're going to just, I think that should be the front, so I'm going to right click on the house there, come down and set current view as front. Okay, then I'm going to just click in this top left corner there, and that puts it into a nice isometric view. So I'm just going to come up to the house now and just right click on that and set the current view as fit to view. Now whenever you rotate this around and you just want to go back to that view, you just click on the home and it's there. Make sure you save your work.